If you are new to our channel, hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon to be notified when we upload a new video. You can also follow us in real time on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search Empire Wrestling Federation or at EWF Empire.
So this time around, instead of a 30-minute time limit, we have a 60-minute time limit. And maybe this time around, we'll get a winner between these two athletes.
I predict Raunchy Rico in 5 minutes.
In 5 minutes? Last time these guys went 30.
Rico's not going to make the mistakes that he made last time.
So you think Raunchy Rico was overconfident last time?
I think he made mistakes. I'll tell you this, it takes a real man to wear little pink tights like that, little pink trucks.
Well, he's raunchy for a reason, I suppose.
Whoa!
And collar and elbow tie up.
Oh my gosh.
Very vicious.
There is some animosity there.
Absolutely. Well, these two have been going at it now for quite some time. When you wrestle another man for that length of time, for 30 minutes, and you weren't able to solve him, you weren't able to put him down, that's got to be frustrating on both ends.
Almost had a disqualification right there.
Nearly.
Very, very close.
But Raunchy Rico's got champion's advantage, Rock.
That's a double negative.
Well, he's not a PhD. He's a butt kicker there, Rock. Raunchy Rico.
But when you have two negatives, they cancel each other out, so you have the opposite meaning. I wonder if subconsciously he was saying you can beat somebody.
I wouldn't know. That would be a question for Raunchy Rico there, Rock. And Richie Slade looked like a leg kick, and now Raunchy Rico trying to follow up with one of his own.
You did hear the word subconsciously, right?
I did hear that. And like I said, I can't speak to what goes on in the mind of Raunchy Rico, nor do I really want to.
Richie Slade, an incredibly talented wrestler.
Absolutely.
Raunchy Rico, an incredibly talented wrestler who has the size and the experience advantage.
But we have to recall that Richie Slade is a former EWF American champion. He knows what it takes. He's been there before, Rock. This isn't somebody who doesn't know.
So he used to be somebody.
Well, Richie Slade's always been somebody, Rock.
He used to be a champion. But he lost.
It happens in the Empire, Rock. We have the best athletes around. We have the best professional wrestling on the planet right here. You can lose any given night here because that's the kind of athletes and the caliber of professional wrestlers that walk through these doors.
I will not disagree with you. You are correct. As I've said before, I've been in the wrestling business for several decades, for a few decades right now, and I've seen the best in the world, and right now, I'm watching the best in the world.
Absolutely. Shoulder tackle from Raunchy Rico. Look at that follow-up. He acted like he was going to hit the ropes and then just attacked his opponent. And it's those mind games, that veteran prowess of Raunchy Rico. He doesn't do what you think he'll do. He's not predictable. And I think that's what really throws his opponents for loops. And that is why he's been a very successful EWF American champion, or as he likes to call himself, the EWF Mexican American champion.
He is so good, he's operating on two different levels at the same time.
And what an Irish whip. That readjusted the spine there of Richie Slade. He's going to have to see a chiropractor after that one. And that stomp in the hand. It's that mean streak, that viciousness of Raunchy Rico that it just gives him the edge.
He is so good. Oh my gosh.
Punch right to the stomach. And Raunchy Rico, I don't think he cares much if he's disqualified, Rock. He fully knows about his champion's advantage, and another Irish whip. And that spine of Richie Slade already in bad shape, and we know from past experience that the one thing that Raunchy Rico probably does better than anyone in our sport today is backbreakers. So this is kind of a premeditated weakening of that spine, and then he's going to go into those heavy hitter backbreakers at some point, I imagine. Oh, leg kick! Richie Richie Slade with the leg. Oh, he's looking to finish him off early here. Rock called 5 minutes and almost went the other way. And Richie Slade here rolling him up. Oh, he's kind of steely here. Oh, 2 count only. I just don't think...
Impressive. Wow.
It's very impressive. Very quick offense here from Richie Slade. But I don't think you're going to catch Raunchy Rico off guard. He's just too aware.
No. He is aware on a couple of different levels. So let's like this, his belt with a Mexican flag on it. That's taken 2 different ways. For the intelligent people, they see what he's doing there. The other people say, oh, he has a Mexican flag on. They don't get it. Same thing in the ring. He's operating on a psychological level that is so far beyond what most people would understand. They look at it at face value. They don't see what he's doing. The man is brilliant. I can see his mind working. I really appreciate that.
Absolutely a genius in that ring. And Richie Slade, a genius in his own right, with the upper hand here. Laying in those strikes at the top of the head. Slowing down the pace here a bit. And Richie Slade's exceptional at using leverage. He really knows how to use all of his body points to really crank on an opponent and cause that extra damage he needs to get. Into the ropes goes Slade. Oh! He needed that shoulder tackle. Oh! But Rico following up with that elbow drop. But Richie Slade too quick, out of the way. Look at that drop kick. Richie Slade had it well scouted. And Slade here crossing him up. Could he be thinking sharpshooter?
Not quite.
He gets him over. This could be it. We could have a new EWF American champion. Look at Raunchy Rico there.
1, 2, 3.
Using the hair to get in that small package. Almost nearly takes it. Taking him over.
I guess my 5-minute prediction is not quite working out, is it?
The riddle continues for both men. What will it take to put the other down? These two have been trying to figure each other out. I'm sure they both... I know these competitors. I know they've been studying tape on one another. I know they've been trying to train specifically for one another. And even still, they can't beat the other man.
We will have a winner. I predict that. I don't think we're going to see a 1-hour match here going.
With these athletes, I can't doubt it, Rock. I can't doubt it. That it's a possibility. That it could happen. And Slade, once again, slowing down the pace, using those leverage points. He's hyper aware of his body and his positioning. And into the corner goes Richie Slade. And Rico with that shot to the midsection once again. Slade able to reverse the Irish whip. Slade going in the corner, telegraphs it, ups and over the top rope. Lands on his feet though. Both men missing there with strikes. Oh, Rico. Oh, Richie Slade. He shifted his weight. He shifted his weight. Oh, my goodness. Almost a 3 count there. Almost a fall. Headlock takeover from Slade. And look at him cranking once again, using that body leverage. That's become a factor here early on for Slade. And likewise for Raunchy Rico, the attack on the spine and on the back. So it's going to be an interesting battle to see whose strategy ends up paying dividends. And Slade here, still getting that leverage, or trying to, but he's losing his positioning. He's losing his grip. You can see Raunchy Rico slowly but surely shifting his weight, and he got him. Shifted over, 2 count. And Slade got caught by surprise. Look at his face. You can see it in his face that he wasn't expecting that. Shot to the midsection. Ow, shot to the back from Slade. Big forearm, and once again the leg kick.
That's twice he's done that.
It's worked. It's been very effective. And Slade here going to the 10 punch.
Gee.
And 10 punch from Richie Slade. And Rico all out of sorts. Back suplex.
Whoa.
Slade rolling him up. but kind of a lackadaisical cover, wasn't it, Rock?
These men are both very tired. Already, they've taken a tremendous amount of punishment. If you look at what's going on right now, if you're not aware, like most of these idiot fans, you'd say, oh, they're just sort of sitting there. No! Richie Slade was putting that pressure on both sides of the neck with that headlock. That cuts off the arteries to the brain.
It literally shuts you down. And not to mention, Rock, and you can speak to this because you've done it many times in your life, what kind of toll does a 30-minute match take on a man? That's not something you just recover from overnight. It's a process of recovery.
Every match is a process of recovery.
And that's what these athletes go through. But a 30-minute match, a match that goes to its time limit, and then you're expected to come back out here less than a month later, and then do it again. Maybe on a 60-minute time limit this time. And then sharpshooter locked in. This could be the time for Richie Slade to recapture the EWF American Championship. He's desperately Rico's definitely trying to grab the referee.
Oh, there's a lot of pressure. Look at Richie's putting a lot of pressure. Oh, you got the rope.
And
Rico's very smart. He always knows where he is.
Rope, and Slade's got to break that hole. He does not have champion's advantage. He cannot get himself disqualified. He's going to lose his opportunity.
Situational awareness, ring awareness. If you're really, really good, as these two people are, you always know where you are.
And out to the outside goes Rico, and Slade head of steam. Richie Slade incoming with that baseball slide. Richie Slade hitting the ropes. Richie Slade, oh my goodness, Richie Slade with a dive to the outside, laying it all on the line here at the EWF Arena.
Rico stopped him midair. Amazing. Oh, beautiful. Look how easily
Rico absorbed a lot of it. And look at Rico, too, can play it this game. Raunchy Rico flying into the front row.
Absolutely amazing.
And that's what the EWF American Championship means to these men. One of the most prestigious championships in our sport. Two of the very best, if not the best, going at it.
I don't think I've ever seen Rico do anything like that. I did not know he was capable of doing that. I didn't know he would take that chance, that he would put his body at risk to that degree. He wants this.
That's what this means. And oh my gosh! Across the chairs goes the back of Richie Slade, and that attack on the spine continues.
Wow.
And some of our audience imploring one more time, for the sake of Richie Slade's career, I hope that doesn't happen. And Raunchy Rico here, taking his time, gathering his breath. He wants a microphone. Raunchy Rico calling from a microphone.
It's a strange time to call for a microphone.
Very odd. Strange time indeed. Into the ring post goes Richie Slade. And an irate Raunchy Rico now.
Where's the mic?
He wants this microphone.
A microphone in the middle of the match? That's crazy. That's insane.
Get up, Slade. Get up, you piece of trash. You can't be Rico Dynamite and Reyes. You can't beat me on the champ. Señora. La viejita esa polonga, la viejita polonga.
Raunchy Rico, do you like this, Rock? This is obviously some mental warfare.
I don't understand this. Sounds like a foreign language. Just not making sense to me.
In the meantime, Richie Slade's recovered. Raunchy Rico distracted by our audience here at the EWF Arena in our main event. Oh my goodness, incoming
Oh
Richie
my
Slade
gosh!
to the front row! And we talked about how this might have been a mistake.
It was a psychological ploy that did not work.
Absolutely not. Richie Slade recovered
That's very bad to
and went
ever.
crashing into the front row while driving his knees right into the face of Raunchy Rico. Kick to the back of the leg. That leg kick once again finding its mark.
Oh, no.
And Richie Slade looking for a slice spread here on the outside. Now caught backbreaker. Backbreaker. And we've talked about the spine being targeted by Raunchy Rico. And Richie Slade in bad shape as a spine breaker. Backbreaker there on the outside.
All right, it should take him about another 30 seconds to finish Richie Slade off.
And I think our referee is actually checking on the condition of Richie Slade.
What's going on?
Our official will not hesitate to count out Raunchy Rico if he wants to sit out there. Richie Slade, I know Richie Slade. He's got tremendous heart. He's not going to give this in.
Look at Rico. He is ultimately confident.
As he should be. His assault
But he's just...
on Richie Slade's spine has been supreme. And here comes Slade on instinct here. Right hands. Connecting. Into the corner goes Rico's stinger splash there from Slade. And another. And going a third time, but he telegraphed it. And when you're wrestling a man as smart as Raunchy Rico, you can't do that.
You can never, ever underestimate your opponent, and that goes for both of these gentlemen in the ring because they've both done it tonight during this match. They should never do it again. Never, never, never underestimate your opponent.
And Rico, oh my goodness! The knee of Richie Slade across the steel ring post. And look at him, he's desperately trying to prevent it, but he can't. Raunchy Rico wants to do more than win this matchup. He wants to end the career of Richie Slade.
Oh my gosh! You're getting
a steel-assisted figure four leg lock.
I've never seen that done. I've been in this business decades. I've seen like 8 things tonight that I've never seen before.
And Riddle absolutely aghast. He knows what that has done to the anatomy of Richie Slade.
Richie Slade should not be walking at all.
Oh,
and certainly won't after that.
That knee's in jeopardy.
The knees are not that strong. No one's knees are that strong to take that kind of abuse.
So now Raunchy Rico attacking the knee, attacking the spine, attacking the weaknesses of his opponent.
Cover him, baby.
At a level we just haven't witnessed here in the Empire Wrestling Federation before. How do you defeat Raunchy Rico? And Slade imploring. I don't know how smart this is, but you gotta admire his guts, his will. He wants to fight, and you have to respect that drop kick. Richie Slade putting it all on the line to recapture the EWF American Championship. Out to the outside goes Raunchy Rico. We've already had one match of the year contender here this evening here at the EWF Arena. And darn it, Rock, we got another one. This has been one heck of a matchup.
Some of the best professional wrestling I've ever seen. Empire Wrestling Federation. Oh my gosh.
Sliding drop kick from Richie Slade.
No.
Oh
my gosh.
Look for a crossbody. Rico caught him. Oh my. Rico's caught him. And Slade not where he wants to be. Slade. Oh, into the wall. Into the wall, face first.
All Rico has to do is get in the ring. Count Slade out. Slade
look
should
at
be
him. He's not done.
Why isn't the referee checking on that man who is hurt and may need an ambulance by now? Someone should be checking on these.
I agree with you, Rock.
These competitors.
This has been quite the fight. Richie Slade getting hauled back in. He's limp. His face driven right into that wall
Dead on
here
his
at the
feet.
EWF Arena. Concrete wall. Raunchy Rico
That was a sickening
stalking
thud.
his prey.
A sickening thud when his head was thrown
Disgusting.
into there.
Yep.
I don't know if you noticed, I covered my face and looked away. I just, wow.
It was unparalleled in its violence.
He's out on his feet, totally out on his feet.
Oh, look at that. No, he's not. Look at the instinct of Richie Slade. That's all that's left. As Rico tracks him back into that corner. Oh, look at that. Hesitation, but he faked him out. Nicely done from Slade. Caught the DVT. And he's alive. He's got a prayer.
How can you stand up?
Slade. He's going high risk here.
This is crazy.
He's on fumes, going high risk. Frog splash! He didn't quite get all of it though. Oh! 2 count only. I think if he would have hit all of that frog splash, it was slightly mistimed. He didn't quite get all of his body weight into it. I think if he got all of it, he would have defeated Raunchy Rico. And here's Slade. He's got him by the neck. He's thinking sliced bread here. Oh, wait a second here. Cobra clutch here.
Otherwise known
Raunchy
as
Rico.
Shininumaki. And this is a figure 4 Cobra sleeper. This will cut off both of the arteries on both sides of the head, of the neck.
And you can drop it into a driver if you're so inclined, but Richie Slade getting out of it. Oh, back into it.
Go to sleep. Good night.
Richie Slade's going to sleep, as you were saying, Rock.
And it's a very dangerous hold. Very, very dangerous if you don't let it go
You could kill him.
in time. Absolutely.
And our official's got to be on top of it here. He's got to be checking for consciousness here. He's got to use extreme discretion to maintain the safety of Richie Slade. He might be out here. It looks like it's done. He hasn't called for the bell yet, but it's getting... Oh, wait a second here. Richie Slade waving it off. Our official's about ready to call it.
I've never seen anyone be able to survive it for that long.
And Slade, with a foot stomp, whatever it takes, he turns him inside out.
What was that? Does that have a name? Have you ever seen that before?
I've never seen that before.
There's another one.
That was amazing. Richie Slade almost flipped him over into an X Factor. I was amazing.
Rico is so good he reacts automatically, subconsciously, instinctually.
This is all he knows, Rock. All he knows is to fight, to wrestle,
This is all he
to
needs
be a
to know.
success. That is what he is all about. Slap to the face from Slade, chop across the chest from Raunchy Rico, one followed by Slade. These guys just absolutely destroying each other. Once again, still, they can't solve the enigma of the other guy. They can't put the other guy down. And Slade there, it was just desperate chops, low super kick. And then a low bicycle kick. And he's got him right where he wants him, I think. Maybe another frog splash if he gets all of his body weight. But Rico up to his feet and he took a little too long. And Rico, fireman's carry into the driver. Another fireman's carry. Into that sit-out Death Valley driver.
Another one?
And Rico
What's going
has
on?
had enough. He's making sure Slade stays down. Got him once again in that fireman's carry. Death Valley
That's
driver.
three. There
Three
you
in a
go.
row.
1, 2, 3,
Triple
baby.
DVD, and that's it.
Thanks for watching. Click on the EWF icon to subscribe to this channel. And check out the videos for more action.